All right, welcome back. So, let's talk about Porsha divorce. I think today's theme should just be like petty. Let's call it petty, right? Divorce, petty, Porsha, Simon are like 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're talking about Simon Gubadia, and Simon is our brother, Nigerian brother. Okay. So he's blocked the opportunity for her to film. So let me just read this to you, okay? I'll read this to you. Real Housewives of Atlanta is the franchise where she's trying to get back on. I think Porsha is getting back on there, but she's not allowed to film in the home that they share together. So this is the report. Unfortunately, Simon Gubadia attempt to undermine Porsha Williams' return to Real Housewives of Atlanta seems to be working. Cameras are rolling for season 16. 16 seasons. Wow. But thanks to a court order from Simon, they aren't allowed in their marital home. I mean, that's kind of interesting. I'm sure that she left the house, right? She's still living in the house, right? I wonder. Anyway, divorce, petty, Porsha, Simon, they're like 5, 6, 7, and 8. Remember I was saying, who's pettier, right? Who's pettier amongst this couple and Cora Obidi and Justin Dean? I think this one we have to carry the trophy because they're dragging each other on the blogs. Okay, so they go in there, they comment, they throw jabs, but I know that you will probably not throw jabs at your partner on the blogs, but maybe with your in-law, maybe with that friend that always seems to take your side, right? Inside of your own marriage, they're taking sides. Maybe they're a shoulder for you to rest on right now, so you're just dragging because that's just where you find yourself right now. Same behavior. These are just celebrities. That's all. Okay. It's all a part of a legal back and forth where Simon has tried to convince the courts that he doesn't need to abide by their prenuptial agreement. Porsha hit back, trying to convince the judge that his demands were detrimental to her career. The latest court documents show that her mission isn't going well. The blogs got the details on the latest in this never-ending mess. According to the court documents, a judge ruled that the court wouldn't intervene in whether or not cameras could roll in the house. Instead, they have to wait until the court decides on whether or not their prenup is enforceable. I wonder what's in the prenup. Does the prenup say they can film or something? Anyway, essentially the judge knows that these two have bigger fishes to fry. Okay. Let me see. I'm not going to play this. These parties raised the issue of whether the terms of the prenuptial agreement permits or prohibits filming, recording in the marital residence. The court filing read. As this matter was not formally noticed for an evidentiary hearing on the substantive issues surrounding the parties' prenuptial agreement, the court reserves those issues for later determination. It continued. All right. So anyway, they are getting petty. The reason why I wanted to pull this up, let me just read this to you. Look at this. Happy Wednesday. If a person concealed criminal past and provided fake identification for a green card, is it still a valid green card in the U.S.? Inquiring minds.
He shock you.
This woman, she go explain entire.
You go explain because no evidence.
Listen, if you married a Nigerian, they might not have filed their paperwork that way. Their father might have gone through a similar process. Or their uncle that their father lived with might have gone through something like that. It's not really a situation where you can judge people, okay? First of all, you're not a judge. Second of all, as far as whatever the laws are concerned, yes, it's against the law. But you married a Nigerian in 2 weeks after meeting her. Oh, sorry, not Nigerian. A foreigner, okay, not foreigner, an immigrant of any type, Indian, Nigerian, Jamaican, and you didn't get to know them, just know that they might just be the first generation of that. But if they're not the first generation, they're second generation, or by way of cross-side generation. People do what they had to do to survive, right? To seek greener pastures, right? You want to sit down there and judge, knock yourself out because you go explain that.
Explain because no evidence.
All right, so he posted this. He was also getting petty. Okay, so he said, "It looks like it's a. Let me see here. Stop throwing stones at glass houses." Wait, he said, "I'm gonna need people to stop talking about citizenship because a family member engaged unsuccessfully in relinquishing their U.S. citizenship for tax avoidance purposes." This guy go explain tired.
Explain because no evidence.
This guy will explain tired too now. He will explain tired. He will explain tired now. Stop throwing stones. So let me see what he's getting at here. I wonder what he's getting at. I said to stop talking. He wants people to stop talking about citizenship because a family member. Okay. It's some condescending something. Maybe you guys know what they're talking about. A family member engaged unsuccessfully in relinquishing their U.S. citizenship for tax avoidance purposes. Me, I don't understand though. This guy goes
explain because no evidence.
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, I do not. I don't get it. And I know what they're about to say next.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
All right. So they're both living in glass houses and they're throwing stones. But this is what happens. This is literally what happens when people go into marriage and they act like it's child's play. What does it mean to act like it's child play? You don't educate yourself. You don't engage some type of structured education. And if you're inside of marriage and you've not engaged some type of structured education, you're probably going to feel the heat. Because marriage is not your mate. It's not just marriage. We're saying marriage, we're blaming marriage, but it's a human beings. Emotions, it's not your mate. All right? And common sense is not going to work because your common sense is probably limited to your idea of logic. And your logic is probably discounting the effect of the biggest variable, right? Emotions. I know it's a lot of word salad there. But just know that anything you want to do that's worthwhile in life, you better educate yourself. Okay? You cannot jump at it like, oh, it's just how we're engaged right now. It feels so good when a private jet, we're traveling around the world. I be, hey, society, Nigerian woman, like, at least me too, I'm married now, I'm better than you. If you do that with marriage, yep, you go collect. No. They never expect it. They never see it coming.
I never expected it.
Oh, they didn't see it. But like the rest of us, okay, marriage is not everybody's mate. Okay, marriage is an institution. It just is. It's a function of the people in it. If you are trash, you don't know what you're doing, you're going to create a marriage that's trash. It's just really that simple. But it's not easy because you have to unlearn a lot of things in order to learn the right things. Like literally, you have to unlearn a lot of things, a lot of inner stoppage belief systems. If we just come to the table and just love each other and then everything should be fine. Well, so if you know it so much, how come you haven't? You figure it out, right? What's wrong? Just do that. It's not working. Maybe you need to. If you're confused, it's time to learn something new. Let me see. This person said, this is why folks don't trust the grandiose public professions of love and over-the-top weddings now. To do all that and now do this in such a short period of time as well, like, just too much. I did shop say, From being his peace to his worst nightmare. I know. Wasn't she say she was the peace and stuff? She never expected
it.
and she never see it coming. Sis woke up and chose violence this morning. Well, somebody said this is boring now. Are you sure? Wait until you're in their position. You see how petty people get. Okay. Girl call immigration, not Instagram. Maybe there's really nothing there. Maybe there's no case against him. Have you ever thought about that? Because if it was that simple, I don't think it's that hard to find him. He's flying over everywhere. He was just celebrating birthday recently in private jets, and they would have stopped him. And I don't think that story was as simple as we saw it. Of course, he probably had history, right? And there was public records. He was denied of citizenship, but he doesn't have the right to be in this country. I doubt that. We shall see. Okay. Y'all want to take people's husbands and F around and find out. Take mine and see what you get. Lobaton. Husband snatchers are Scott stray bullets now. I'm confused on when love is felt genuinely for two people. Where do it go because of anger? Anger is not your mate. Okay. Particularly emotions, no be your mate. Okay. The only thing that can literally put emotions in control is love. Okay, but it depends on what you mean by love. Okay, words and actions cause so much damage. Why not just be still, heal, and then come back to the situation with a clear mind? It don't matter what age you are. Maturity comes with discipline. The messiness is a projection on one's self. The high road always is best. Hope it helps someone. I agree with you. The high road is always best. Okay, now obviously some people always think they are wiser than that because it sounds too kumbaya for them. That's okay. Yusef. You go collect.
Sorry.
Chida say, if you are trash, your marriage will be trash. Ola, why am I trigger? Sorry. We're here to learn, right? We have the rest of our lives ahead of ourselves. So everyone listening to me, everybody under the authority of my voice, please, I beg you, please don't play with your future.
They use your future to play.
Don't play with your future, okay? If you're inside of a marriage, you're dealing with another human being, okay? You have no idea how capable that person is. You have no idea. Please engage education, okay? Learn. Keep coming back. We have a lot to offer you here. But this one is too late for them to learn. They will drag themselves first. Chinye, welcome, Jerry. They will have to drag themselves first before they can listen. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next segment. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I will be right back.
Hi, I'm Lola.
And this is Ola from Man of Prestige.
Did you know that nearly 50% of marriages end in divorce?
Studies also show that children raised in two-parent households tend to thrive.
If you're struggling in a broken relationship or marriage, you're not alone in facing these challenges.
But having a solid support system is crucial. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.